I just got done watching R.C. Sproul Jr.'s in regards to abortion. It's a rational look at emotional issue. I started typing to respond to it, but I have a lot to say. I think Ligonier Ministries it's been just dear to my heart, and I am a subscriber. And your family has created a legacy in the name of Jesus, which I love it. And I think I know the depth of the view of R.C. Jr.'s view in regards to abortion and contraception. But sometimes we hold back. I don't understand that really. Um, the title says it. In the title says that abortion, a rational look at emotional issue, and that's even the way Christians look at it. I think the way you explained it, the book didn't sell well because it's a gory um, operation. It's bloody. It's a mess, and so forth. And there's a little bit of suffering and pain involved. But as Christians, when are we going to face this train, especially the Western Christian? When are we going to face this monster head on in the name of Jesus and attack it? As far as I'm concerned, Planned Parenthood is the little miniature Planned Parenthoods are inside the womb of a woman. Let's be honest and frank about it. Let's not just tiptoe around this. By us taking contraception and potions and mutilating body in order to interrupt or interfere God's nature or command by that matter. This is the only commandment that I see in the Bible that was repeated 3 times. Be fruitful. But we tend to go ahead and take that very lightly because we claim we have faith, but we really don't. And I don't understand if faith is really faith without having a leap of faith, meaning you got to throw yourself and put all fear aside, put all doubt aside, and so forth. So, is it fair to say that this is only to Christians? This is to my brothers and sisters that are in the church. I'm not attacking the world. The world doesn't know any better. I'm talking about the biblical Christians. I'm talking about most. I'm going after even the pulpit, and even MacArthur himself, talking to Mr. R.C. Senior. I heard one time in regards contraception. It's potions that we are using. If Paul or Jesus was going to come to our church and say, look, wow, very healthy couple, but how come you only got one child? And you go ahead and you confess and you tell them, well, this is what we do to our bodies and this is what we take in order to alter it. What would their look and what would their input be on that? Would they say, man, we were dumb back then? Man, you guys came up with the greatest invention or creation. Is that what they would commend us, you think? By taking birth control, are we saying God is out of control? Is that what we're saying? Do you think in each woman's womb in the church, the one that is somehow altering birth or diverting God's will? Because remember, do you think their womb is little Planned Parenthood clinics? We don't like the gore part of it because there's a clinic down the street that kind of catches these, and it does a late form of contraception. That's what it is. Let's face it. And I'm willing to take on anybody on this. Let's face the monster head on. But the Psalm says in the Bible that the fool says in his heart, God has forgotten. That's dangerous. God has forgotten, says the fool. So you are a fool if you think God has forgotten or he's compromising on this one. And we do not understand the nature of our God, nor do we have trust in our God. We don't understand the nature of our God. If he's eternal, we are in his creation, like Paul says. We are eternal also. He had us in mind for indefinite. That's where it counts. But we confront God right at the door. Right at the womb, we take potions and we tell him, stop, you can't come in. But we think that is okay because, like he said on his, like Junior said on his thing, it's all an emotional issue, see? The emotion comes in, we don't like the gore and we don't like little limbs being chopped off. But if we catch it early enough, then it just becomes this silent, and it hasn't even begun yet. It's as if we are changing the nature of our God. Who are we fooling? Who are we fooling, Christian? It's altering the nature of our God. And if we alter the nature of our God from what He is, from all His ingredients, then it's not our God that we worship. Is He even present to listen to our worship? Is He even present to listen to our prayers? Is He even present to accept the checks that we throw at Him? The money that we try to buy Him with? Read the book of Malachi, folks, and pray and read the book of Malachi. Read chapter 2 and then jump to chapter 3. Israel was giving, but their gifts were not accepted because there was a covenant broken in the beginning. He says something about life and peace. Please, let's wake up.